Yo, what's good, my people? It's a favorite boy here, Jason. And today I'm going to be taking you all behind the scene, showing exactly how I made Man Dem with Phenom. Stay with me. So this one has got, has got that street bounce, that grime energy, hardcore Afro pop essence, First off, shout out to Phenom, best rapper out here, Gang 100. Very detailed artist, So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. Yeah, so first off, I started with the melody. Sometimes I like to start my beat with melody, sometimes the drums, and it all depends. But on this particular project, I started with the melody. So if you've listened to the song, you can relate, yeah. So I started with the guitar. Guitar, then I added this duduk sound. And then I added more duduk sound. All right, so I went for something cinematic, using a combination of guitar and other instruments. The idea was to create tension. I really wanted to create tension. Make Phenom's verse even sound more menacing. Then let this vocal sample just to serenade, the whole atmosphere. And next off, I added this freestyle acoustic guitar. So at this point, I was like, man, what else could I add to this melody? So I added this flute and then I did a little bit of automation with the flute, so sounds nice. So I used this as a syncopation on the track. It was a mixture of the piano and brass. So a mixture of piano and brass, so it sounded like. Yep. So pretty much that's all with the melodies, yeah. So next up, the drums. Yep. And as the drummer that I am, I wanted it raw, punchy and aggressive. Something that hits you right from the start. Listening to the melody, I wanted a tight kick, a crisp rim shot, and a rolling hi-hat groove, to give that grime feel, Let's venture into how I created the drums. So first off, I started with the rim shot. Then I added percussion. Then I added the kick. Remember I said I wanted a tight kick. Very important. You got to use a tight kick. The surround kick heavy. You won't regret that, trust me. Yeah, then next up, the hi-hats. Just to glue the old drums together. The next I added more percussions. Yep. So basically that was all with the drums, yeah. So next up I layered the 808. I wanted it heavy, smooth, and a little bit distorted, sliding in between the kicks, you know, make sure the low end knocks but doesn't muddy up the mix. Yeah, and in as much as you want the tight drums, you know, the heavy 808, you know, but still has to come clean, you know, so the vocals can sit. Then I add in my 808s. This is what my 808 sounds like. Yep. Then after adding the 808, then I structured the beats to match short intro, strong hook section, and open verses. I then threw in a few switch ups, you know, risers and rolls to keep it exciting, you know, from the start to finish. And boom, then we got the banger, you know. It's actually always special when the artist connects with your sound instantly, you know. I remember sending this beat to Phenom. He was blown away, like he went crazy completely. Like I was like, bro, what the, you know. Plus, producers always get artists to kill your beats. Very, very important. And also, I'm going to play all the whole sections together: the melody, the drums, the 808s, and then risers, rolls, all of that. Let me play for you to listen. Enjoy. So yeah, that was how I made Man Dem. That was how Man Dem was born. You know, straight from the lab, pure vibe, pure energy, you know. So if you like this kind of content, you know, hit that follow button, like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. From me to you, peace out.
All of my Man Dem, straight face, full of red bandana.